Welcome back with a new math tutorial. In this video, we are talking about comparing and ordering rational numbers. Before we start with the rational number, what is the meaning of rational numbers? At the first, we'll talk about the set of numbers, so we will start with the natural numbers. The natural number is the smallest set of numbers which formed from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. The number that we use for counting defined by the natural numbers. Once we need 0, so we have a new set which is defined by the whole numbers. So the difference between the natural number and the whole number that we have 0. So the natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. But the whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After that we know that we have a new set defined by the integer numbers. So the integer numbers defined by the positive numbers, the negative numbers and 0. And 0 was not positive and not negative. After that we have a new set or new group of numbers defined by the rational numbers. So what is the meaning of rational numbers? Rational number is any number can be written in the form of a fraction. So the idea, if we can write this number in the form of a fraction, so this number will be a rational number. So all whole numbers and all natural numbers, all integer numbers are rational numbers. Because with an easy way you can write it as an improper fraction with denominator equal 1. So how we can compare between them? Number 1, look at the sign. Any positive number is greater than any negative number. And any positive is greater than 0. And 0 is greater than any negative number. Once they have the same sign, number 2, look at the whole number. If the whole numbers are equals, then we are looking to the fraction itself. So for question number 1, we need to compare between the two numbers by using greater than or smaller than or equal. So in the first question, we have negative 1 and 5 over 6. Negative 1 and 1 over 6. The two numbers with negative sign and the whole numbers are the same, so we are looking to the fraction. The first fraction we have 5 over 6 and the second is 1 over 6. If the two numbers with the same denominator, then the smallest numerator for the smallest fraction and the greatest numerator for the greatest fraction. Now we have 6 and 6. So we need to compare between negative 5 and negative 1. Be careful in comparing negative numbers because this number will be negative 5 and the second one will be negative 1. So because we have here negative 1 is greater than negative 5, so negative 1 and 1 over 6 is greater than negative 1 and 5 over 6. Or we can compare with another number. The whole numbers are the same. So we can start from down then going up. 6 multiplied by negative 1 equal to negative 6. 6 multiplied by negative 5 equal to negative 30. You will find that negative 6 is greater than negative 30. So we have here negative 1 and 1 over 6 is greater than negative 1 and 5 over 6. Again for question number 2. We need to compare between negative 5 and 5 over 9 and negative 5 and 1 over 9. The two numbers are negative and the whole numbers are the same, so we are looking to the fraction. Negative 5 over 9 and negative 1 over 9, the two numbers with the same denominator. The greatest numerator is negative 1 because negative 1 is greater than negative 5. So negative 5 and 1 over 9 is greater than negative 5 and 5 over 9. Now we have here 7 over 12 and 8 over 18. If you look at the two denominators, they are different, but we can simplify the second fraction. If you divide it by 2, you will find that the answer will be equals 4. If you divide by 2, the answer will be equals 9. Now still we have different denominators. So we are starting from down then going up. 12 multiplied by 4 equals 48. And 9 multiplied by 7 equals to 63. You will find that 63 is greater than 48, so 7 over 12 is greater than 8 over 18. Again for question number 4. We have 5 over 6 and the 7 over 9. They are different denominator and the two fractions written in the simplest form. So we start from down then going up. 6 multiplied by 7 equals 42. 9 multiplied by 5 equals to 45. So 45 is greater than 42. So the first fraction is greater than the second one. 1 over 5 and 7 over 50. The two fractions written in the simplest form. So we start from down then going up. 5 multiplied by 7 equal to 35. And 50 multiplied by 1 equals 50. So we have 50 is greater than 35. So 1 over 5 is greater than 7 over 50. Negative 9 over 16 and negative 7 over 10. 16 times negative 7 equals negative 112. 10 times negative 9 equals to negative 9. You will find that negative 90 is greater than negative 112. So negative 9 over 16 is greater than negative 7 over 10. And that's how we can compare between the two rational numbers. In this part of the lesson, we'll know how we can arrange the rational number. So in the question number 1, we have 3.44 by 3.14 and 3.4 repeating. How we can arrange them? We need to arrange from the least to the greatest. Now we have different forms. We have here 3.14 and pi. Pi is the approximate value. We use it to find the circumference of a circle and the area of the circle. If you remember that pi is approximate value, we said it's approximately equals 3.1415, then infinite number of digits. So we have here 3.44. If you look at 3.44, we just write them under each other to arrange them. Pi is approximately equals 3.1415, then infinite number of digits. The third one, which is 3.14. After that, we have 3.4 repeat. To compare between the decimal, they must have the same number of digits. If you look at the one at the middle, we will find that we have 4 digits at the right of the decimal. So we need for each number, they must have the same number of digits. Now we have 2, so we need to complete the missing with 2 digits. 3.14, we can complete it with 2 zeros. If you look at the fourth one, it's repeating 4. We will not add 0 at this case, because we have here 4 is repeating. So all what we have to do, just we repeat 4. So it will be equals 3.4444. Now all of them have the same number of digits. So look at the whole number, we have 3 in all of the numbers. We need to find the least, so we are looking to the second and the third. We have 1 and 1, 4 and 4, 1 and 0. So 0 will be a smaller one, so that will be the first number. After that, 3.1415, that will be the second one. Now we need to compare between 3.4400 and 3.4444. You will find that 3.4400 will be number 3, and the 3.4444 will be the last one. So the order will be 3.14, that will be the smallest. After that, we have pi, the second one. So the third will be equals 3.44, and the last one will be equals 3.4 repeating. So the order from the least to the greatest, 3.14. After that, the next one will be pi. The next one will be 3.44, and the last one will be equals 3.4 repeating. And that's how we can arrange from the least to the greatest. In question number 20, we have here 23% and 0.21, 1 over 4 and 1 over 5. If you look at each one of them, I will just write them here. We have here 23%, now 0.21, and 1 over 4, 1 over 5. So if you look at this question, you will find that we have 3 different forms: percentage and decimal and fraction. So to compare between them, you have to write all of them in one form. You can write all of them in decimal form. So the first one, we can write 23% as a decimal by dividing by 100. So it will be equals 0.23. And the second one still will be 0.21. We know that 1 over 4 is equals 0.25. And 1 over 5 is equals 0.2. To compare between them, they must have the same number of digits at the right of the decimal. So for the last one, we just write 1 0 that we can compare between them. The smallest number now will be equal 0.20. And the second will be equal 0.21. And number 3 will be equal 0.23. The last one, or the least number, will be equal 0.25. So we have here the order 3, 2, 4, and 1. So the order now from the least to the greatest will be equals 1 over 5, 0.21, 23%, and 1 over 4. And that's how we can arrange the rational number. So the idea that we need to write all of them in the same form, that we can arrange them.